This is where the controversy happens, D-Wade. I'm just letting you know. Okay?
I'm a professional.
You're right. You're right. So I end the podcast with a game that I play with every guest. Your wife has played this game. Okay?
Why you ain't tell me in the car so we could have went over
Because she wanted to make sure that you had no awareness. Right? That's my co-conspirator right there. So it's called This or That. I'm going to give you two choices. You got to pick one. It is what it is. Okay? Better card player, you or LeBron?
Wait, am I saying this? What am I saying?
Better card player, is it you or LeBron?
Me. And I know you feel. I know why you asked that question. No, just because you won the last game don't mean like you're.
I mean, just because I kind of whooped you in spades, like we ain't gonna talk about it.
No, don't be trying to bring our personal into this. You won one game.
Sorry.
By like a book, I think.
But I won though. Okay.
But
that wasn't why, because in the Redeem Team, y'all talk about how y'all play cards literally every night.
Yeah, you're right. Well, we were okay. So then that's a different game because that's gambling.
Okay. That's a little different. What were y'all playing?
We played Spades.
Okay.
That was like Bourrée.
Oh.
Yeah, that was before. We weren't even playing Guts at the time. I think that was Bourrée still. And listen, I always say one thing. What I learned in high school, because it was a game that they used to play when I was in high school. It's called Big Bank, Take Little Bank. So Big Bank, Take Little Bank in those games.
That's some Chicago shit? Or like
Man, they was doing that in classrooms.
Oh, okay.
It was crazy. But Big Bank, Take Little Bank in card games. Like, you can't beat somebody that got way more money than you.
Okay.
How you gonna you can't get them out the pot?
So what's the most you lost?
I mean, my financial advisor had to talk to me a few times. Yeah, she pulled me aside, see if I had a problem.
Okay.
Serious.
All right. Tony Braxton or Anita Baker? I don't know. A little birdie might have told me you used to listen to Tony Braxton.
Man. Listen, I love Anita Baker, but I don't know. That was a little bit before my ears.
There you go. There you go with that old stuff. All right.
No, Tony Braxton. Tony Braxton, baby.
I am told by my wonderful clandestine source that you used to listen to Tony Braxton before playoff games.
Yes.
Which song?
Listen, first of all, let me just say this, okay?
Come on,
it's not about the song.
It is about the song.
It's about sometimes you gotta, you can't listen to.
You couldn't even say something that was not profane.
You can't always listen to yeah. Like I don't want sometimes I gotta come in his joint calm. Sometimes I gotta come in his joint loving a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to be in my feels a little bit. Don't mean I can't go out and score 30 or 40 on you.
All right.
So I like
was
to
you
listen
listening to Love Should Have Brought You Home last night? What was you listening to?
I mean,
Unbreak My Heart.
Unbreak my heart.
I knew
Say you love.
All right.
Look, you feel me? Like, think about it. And I went out and scored 40 on somebody listening to that.
Right?
No, but yeah, I listen to a lot of different music. I try not to stay in just hip hop. You know what I mean? I try to move around, sometimes some meditation, sometimes some jazz, sometimes some country.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Blake Shelton.
Look at that. Dropping names.
I listen to it all.
All right. And finally, Dream Team or Redeem Team?
So before I answer this question for the 1,700,000 times.
That's right.
Can you guys participate with me on this one? Dream Team, raise your hand.
So your answer is Redeem Team.
I'm going with the crowd.
I'm going with the crowd.
I'm going with the crowd. They said Redeem Team. I'm just going with the people who get to watch.
Okay.
I'm a competitor. Of course, listen, I would say this. Our vision of playing in the Olympics, politically correct, came from the Dream Team, right? All of us one day wanted to be on that stage because of them. And, it would never be another Dream Team, ever. But it would never be another Redeem Team. And a lot of it has to do with what we were dealing with versus what they had to deal with. Two totally different beasts. And so talent-wise, you can match up people and say that, he can't guard Jordan and he can't guard LeBron. But, mindset-wise, what we had to go through to win that gold medal versus what they had to go through, I mean, people was taking photos with them. You know
they weren't doing that with you?
Yeah, no. They weren't doing that with us. In 2004, we literally, and a lot of players got out of the Olympics, but, we literally was in Turkey, and it was a bomb. It was bombing. We went through a lot to to get that gold medal. Like, we put ourselves and our families and everybody in a little tough situation. It was it was harmful in the sense, like, going over there. That's why 9 players got out. And so the state of the world was different. Everything that we were competing for at that time, like Coach K said, the walls was caving in on us because we had lost before, right? Like, just the mentality and everything we had to deal with was different than what the Dream Team. And so if the mentality is going to determine who's going to win, I feel like we're going to have enough to get over the edge.
I hear you, because, like, you guys definitely won in the adversity battle, because the whole country, everybody was so down on the team in the state of U.S. basketball.
But
they never had to deal with it.
They was cold, though.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
they was cold.
A lot of negativity. It's all right, because I'm going to just tell everybody, D-Wade said he would have dunked on Jordan if, you'd have had to check him. Or I'm going to just tell everybody that.
Ain't nobody worried about that. Can I share one story that I just, yes. And it might just, I don't know if it's a good way to end it for me, but, like, just a story for me that's I talked about earlier with my team that was very important for me in this throughout this Redeem team. I had came off a conversation with Coach K about me coming off the bench, and you would say, like, yeah, of course, like, it's okay, you're on an Olympic team, like, you end up doing what you're doing, but, like, at that time, like, we still got our pride, we still got our egos. Like, I've been starting for a very long time. And I remember coming off the conversation with Coach K about coming off the bench, and it was fine. We both mutually agreed that was the best place for me to be, for my talents to help the team. And leadership. Kobe, right off that conversation, grabbed me and immediately took my mind to another place. He was like, so, when me and you on the court together, and I'm all loud, forget coming off the bench. I'm like, okay, all right.
I like where this is going.
Yeah. And he was like, I'm going to pick up my man 94 feet, and I'm going to turn him twice before we get to half court. And when I turn him at half court, that's when I want you to come and attack, right? And so I'm like, think about it now. This is Kobe Bryant. This is a 30-year-old Kobe, and I'm a younger 26-year-old. He could have been like, yo, D, when you get in the game, go pick up 94, young fella, and then And so at that moment for me, like, that was so important for me to get out of myself, to forget about whatever individual thoughts that I had, and really get into what I needed to do and what my role was for this team. Kobe knew that no one could do what I could do, and he gave me that immediately. As soon as me and Coach K had that meeting, he gave me that confidence right away and took that out of my mind. And, like, to have a guy that already had 3 championships tell you that I'm going to pick up 94 feet and you get to come and get the steal and get the dunk, I'm like, what? This is amazing. And so, you guys see, like, I did that. I did exactly what the leader on our team, put that gas in me to do. And that shows you a lot about, what we were trying to accomplish and how big it was, and how much it was bigger than us, that Kobe Bryant was like, I'm going to pick up 94 feet. And so for me, I just wanted to share that story because to me, that was a very important story from, a very important moment for me, is looking at this team different than maybe I could have before that. I could have soaked and thought about, like, myself coming off the bench and what I'm going to do. And I'm trying to redeem myself. I'm trying to put myself back on the map. Coming off the bench ain't putting yourself back on the map. And, my brother came to me and gave me something that I needed that really helped me throughout that Olympics, that I was different and I was special and I can do what he couldn't do. And so that for me was it.
It's amazing to hear you, talk about how you, could have easily slid into, hey, my ego and this and that, because I think most people watch you never think of you as that guy. I mean, even in 06 when you win your first title, I mean, you have Shaq. So you have somebody else that you have to, you didn't have to be as gracious as you were. There's a lot of people, a lot of young bulls in that position that would have been like, tell you what, it's my team, dude, and this is what it is. But you were never like that. Fast forward to when you and LeBron played together, it was the same way. Everybody knew it was Wade County, but you didn't have to remind people that. And so it's interesting to hear you talk about that, because selflessness, I think, frankly, is what people have known you for throughout most of your career, despite being a brilliant superstar. So.
Well, thank you. Still got an ego, though.
Still, clearly,
So,
you know.
just quiet. Just brewing.
Just brewing. All
You
right.
get hurt.
Work on them spades, though. Work on them spades.
Yo, you know what? Is Wood here?
He is.
Hold
He
on,
is.
we
He
need
is.
some.
My husband
We
is
need
here.
some of that smoke, babe. We need some of that smoke
Oh, here we
because
go.
she can't be talking to us like
We're
this.
gonna be up all night. I can just.